Welcome to the FoolProof FSBO podcast. I'm Tim the FSBO guy, and this is the show that helps homeowners sell their homes without paying that $31,000 agent tax. Hey, every week I'm going to share real strategies, simple tools, and proven checklists that make selling your home yourself safe, fast, and profitable. So if you're ready to keep your equity and stay in control of your sale, you're in the right place. Let's go ahead and dive in. So you want to sell your home yourself and save a ton on commissions, and that's a smart move. But here's the stat that agents love to throw in your face without telling you the rest of the story. For sale by owner homes sell for $55,000 less on average than agent-sold homes. But here's the rest of the story. See, the reasons that so many FSBO sellers lose money are almost always the same, and they have literally nothing to do with the agent. So a few small mistakes end up costing them big. This checklist here fixes them all. Let's dig in. Section 1 of this checklist is the preparation phase, aka your homework. As skipping this step is the number one mistake that destroys FSBO sellers, so please do not do it. First, I want you to get clear on your goals. Why? Why are you selling? And what's your absolute deal breakers here? This singular focus is going to guide every subsequent decision you make. Next, I want you to research your local market by running a comparative market analysis, or CMA, and that's just real estate speak for researching comps, which means similar homes in your area that have sold recently. You're going to look for houses similar size, age, and condition. Don't be looking at a mansion if you live in a trailer. Now, pay close attention to their final sale price and how it compares to the initial listing price. This data is going to help you determine what your home is actually worth right now and what the market velocity looks like. It's basically a fancy way of saying how quickly is the market moving. Now here's a move that's going to save you more in failed negotiations than a few mortgage payments. This is called a pre-listing home inspection. Yes, it does cost a few $100s, but it's worth its weight in gold. Doing a pre-listing inspection allows you to find and fix any deal-breaking issues before a buyer even knows your house is for sale. Now, this also sets the idea in the buyer's heads of, wow, this person is really taking care of this home. Wow, they're really honest coming at me with this inspection report showing a clean bill of health. In doing so is going to prevent really stressful last-minute negotiations over repairs at the worst possible time in the deal. Now, finally, get your financial documents in order. I want you to call your mortgage lender for a payoff statement so you know exactly how much you owe. It's also wise to understand the potential taxes from your sale. A little planning here prevents a mountain of stress later. This prep work is your foundation. Get it right, and you are already ahead of the game. Now, we move on to section 2, physical prep and staging, aka the transformation. You only get one chance to make a great first impression, and a buyer forms their opinion of your home in seconds. So your mission here is to make your home feel bright, spacious, and welcoming. Start with ruthless decluttering. Pack away personal items, extra furniture, and anything that's crowding your space. You want buyers to see the home, not all your stuff. And once that's done, it's time for a deep clean. And every surface matters here. That means baseboards and fans, and especially kitchens and baths. After that, we're going to tackle the small fixes. That sticky door or that leaky faucet, the scuffed paint in the hallway, fix them. These minor issues left unaddressed will signal to a buyer that bigger problems might also exist. I've seen that happen. So if you want to go the extra mile here and spruce the place up further, let's focus on inexpensive upgrades that carry a big impact. Maybe a fresh coat of neutral paint or updated cabinet handles. Now, let's talk staging. Staging isn't decorating, it's marketing. Okay, now when you think of it that way, it changes the whole game. In fact, almost all of the data out there says that staged homes can sell quicker and for more money than their counterparts. So arrange furniture to define each room's purpose and maximize the feeling of the space. Take down personal photos so buyers can imagine their lives there and not feel like a guest in yours. And curb appeal counts. A well-kept lawn and a welcoming entry will always make buyers feel a little bit more excited before they walk in. All right, now we're on to section 3, paperwork and pricing, also known as the nitty-gritty. This is the part that trips up a ton of FSBO sellers, but being organized is your secret weapon. It's not glamorous, but getting the paperwork and price right can play the largest role in separating a successful sale from a frustrating failure. Your first move here, and this is absolutely non-negotiable, is to work with a real estate attorney or title company to be in your legal corner. They will help you prepare all of the necessary forms for the transaction and not just the disclosures. They'll guide you through gathering your essential documents, the property deed, your survey, tax records, and any warranties. And if you're in an HOA, you will need to get those bylaws and documents ready to go. Next, they're going to guide you on disclosure forms. You are legally required in most states to disclose any known material defects, and that means anything from a past roof leak to a crack in the foundation. And for any home built before 1978, a federal lead-based paint disclosure is mandatory. Let me be blunt about this. You need to be transparent. Hiding a problem now is going to lead to massive headaches later. And as we all learned in the good book, what's done in the dark will eventually be brought to the light. Do not test this theory when it comes to real estate. Now, let's talk price. Overpricing is the kiss of death for any home sale. It will scare away serious buyers and your listing will go stale. Use the comps you researched to set a sharp, competitive price from day one. I get it. This probably feels like a lot, and it's completely normal to feel overwhelmed. But let me explain. By doing this groundwork, you are already miles ahead of the average seller. Most people don't even get this far, and that's exactly why you're going to succeed, because you're doing all the things that the people who failed didn't. So here we are at section 4. Marketing your masterpiece. And this is where all of this hard work comes to bear fruit and it gets pretty exciting. When it comes to marketing, the single most important rule is this: invest in professional photography. I can't say this enough. Dark, blurry photos taken on your iPhone will kill a buyer's interest before they even read the first sentence. Great photos are what make people stop scrolling and book a showing, not a home looking like a crime scene. Next, you need to write a listing description that tells stories. Don't just list facts. I want you to evoke the feeling of what it's like to live there. The morning sun in the kitchen, the brand new countertops and how they glow in the evening, or the quiet backyard, which is perfect for summer nights. Again, never forget, facts tell, stories sell. Next, you have to get your listing in front of as many buyers as possible. It's good to focus on the platforms where buyers are already looking, like Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, and Nextdoor. This multi-platform approach is really a power move to reach the maximum number of buyers, but don't sleep on the old school local marketing. A professional for sale sign, and do not forget that QR code on there that sends people to your listing online, coupled with open house flyers and posts in your local neighborhood social media groups, can generate serious buzz from an older affluent crowd. And just like that, we've hit section 5. This is where we cover showings, negotiation, and the closing process. Once your listing goes live, be ready. Your job is to be the ambassador for your home. Before any interested buyers stop by to tour your home, take the time to make it as welcoming as possible. Turn on every light, open all the blinds and the curtains, and make sure the house looks as bright and inviting as possible. And here's an optional bonus tip that you should really consider following. Leave the house during showings. Buyers need to feel comfortable exploring and speaking freely with each other. They can't really do that if you're hovering over their shoulder. Trust me, I've tried it. I've been there and I've done it. There is just no way to fully envision yourself in that home when the homeowner is within earshot, just dying to be offended because you brought up the idea of resurfacing the kitchen cabinets. If you follow all of these steps, you need to start planning on your strategy for what you'll do when the offers roll in. Remember, the quality of the offer is more than just the price. You need to scrutinize contingencies like financing, inspection, and the proposed closing date. And do not be afraid to counter. Your goal is a win-win, but ultimately, you're in charge. Once you accept an offer, the closing process starts. This is managed by a neutral third party, typically like a title company or an escrow officer, or perhaps your real estate attorney. They handle the earnest money and they make sure that the title is clear among a million other little things. During the due diligence period, the buyer is going to schedule their own inspection and their lender will order an appraisal. Be prepared for some potential last-minute negotiation attempts based on these reports. After all the papers are signed and the money is wired, you hand over the keys and you can pat yourself on the back because you've navigated this entire process step by step and protected your bottom line. Now, selling your home yourself is a huge undertaking, but as we've seen, it is 100% achievable. By following this pro checklist, you can sidestep the common mistakes and keep the thousands of dollars you would have otherwise paid out in commissions. You started this to stay in control and protect your equity, and now you have the exact playbook to do it. You're in the driver's seat and you've got this. Now, if this guide helps you, you're going to love this video right here where we go from top to bottom and explore what it takes to trigger bidding wars on your home by marketing and pricing it like a pro. Thanks for listening to the FoolProof FSBO podcast. For free tools and step-by-step guides to sell your home with confidence, head on over to foolprooffsbo.com/podcast. That's foolprooffsbo.com/podcast. And we'll see you next week.